You've spent hours researching which fancy camera to buy, watched every Charisma on Command video only to sound like a demented goat on camera, and a year later posted like 3 videos. Well, as someone that's gone through similar struggles but has now built an audience of tens of thousands, beginning this new channel from scratch, here's my biggest tip for you. Release your first 10 videos as fast as possible. Starting, of course, with the first video. For this, you want to make the process as easy as possible. First, start by picking a problem you know how to solve well, and from that, you can write a rough script from the top of your head, and afterwards, tidy up the script using AI. You can start by filming on your webcam with whatever mic you have available, and if you don't have a USB mic like this one, you can use your earphone mic or headset mic. And if you don't have that, just use the voice memo app from your phone and hold it close to your mouth. Then use any screen recorder app like Loom, and then a whiteboard app like Miro, then film yourself walking through how to solve this problem. When doing this, start by memorizing a line or two from your script, then speak it to the camera, and then repeat that process. This will take a lot longer than you think if you aren't used to it, but don't worry about it so much if you fumble on the same line several times. Don't be surprised if it takes you several attempts to get it right. Wait, I'm rewording it too much. Because I've done this for years and have collaborated with creators that have millions of followers, and they still screw up basic lines all the time. It's just that you never see it in the final video. Once that's done, you can use a simple editing software like CapCut to cut down the video. And then of course, release it. And if you're worried about how bad the video will look going out, here's the way I see it. If it really is that bad, then no one's gonna watch it anyway, and if a lot of people watch it, then it's probably not so bad after all. And keep in mind, you can always delete it later, although I've kept my own video up so you can see that I actually implement what I teach in the videos. Also, if that first long-form video is overwhelming, you can film a few short-form videos first, which are also a lot more likely to garner views. But don't get too carried away by them, because long-form content is where you build trust and spend time with your audience. And for videos 2 to 4, hire an editor and get used to working with him or her. From here on out, the main goal is to reduce the time and friction it takes to get each video out. And as a good rule of thumb starting out, aim for weekly videos. And yes, there's probably 100 different things you can work on, most of which you aren't even aware of at this stage. But you probably don't have the intuition nor enough traction to figure out what exactly to improve on. And the first video, most likely taking a lot longer than you expected, is a much bigger obstacle to overcome for future videos. And so I think the biggest lever for not just saving a ton of time, but also improving the quality of your videos drastically is hiring an editor. And for this, I'd use a site like onlinejobs.ph or ytjobs.co and budgeting around 100 to 300 USD per video. Now, I know that at first sounds like the total opposite of reducing friction, because now you have to deal with another person and there's a significant ongoing financial investment. But of course, the several hours saved every week and the enormous quality jump that will take years to accomplish by yourself makes it totally worthwhile. There's also another hidden benefit. When you have someone working for you, it's a big motivator for helping you stay consistent. To use myself as an example, on my other channel, you can clearly see the difference in video quality before and after hiring an editor, and of course in the view count as well. And while this channel is still in the early stages and is aiming at a smaller niche audience, all I had to do for the last video when it came to editing was spend maybe 20 minutes walking through the script for my editor to get my main ideas across, and another 2 hours or so reviewing the draft of the video, which is something I wouldn't be able to do in 20 hours to even 10% of the quality. Anyway, once you hit videos 5 to 7, you can start focusing on improving your videos. If you already have good views and engagement by now, you can start using that as feedback to improve your following videos, which is what I do on the other channel. But if you don't have the traction yet, a simple tip is to just ask your editor for areas to improve on. Because if they've edited for clients in a similar space to yours, they'll have a good feeling of where you should spend your time on, especially if you're new to YouTube. Having said that though, one aspect they don't normally deal with is the creation of the title and thumbnail, which is also really important. But I think a good starting point for this is to simply imitate what the other successful creators in your niche are doing. You can use Canva or some other AI tools to accomplish this, but make sure you understand the principles behind the good thumbnails you're referencing, and that you're not just making random AI slop. Personally, Personally, for now, I still outsource this to a thumbnail designer, so an actual person, just to avoid all the headaches. Another thing to be aware of is to figure out if your video is search or recommendation focused. Search focused means that your title should better reflect what your audience might actually type in the search bar, with the same keywords echoed in the description as well. On the other hand, recommendation focused means you can make a title that's a bit bolder and punchier, even if it isn't ideal for search. But once again, the best way to figure this out is to study similar outlier videos in your niche and try to figure out which direction the video is going in with this. Then we reach videos 8 to 10. Now that your production system is working well and you have early signals to work with, it's time to focus more on your analytics. I would approach things from a funnel standpoint. So starting out, focus on the CTR or click-through rate of your videos, which you can find in the YouTube analytics. And this is the percentage of people that actually click to watch your videos. Early on, I wouldn't worry about it too much, but it is a metric worth looking at. Although bear in mind that the percentage does scale and change depending on the total view count. Speaking of which, obviously check the view count of your videos, and on top of that, check the retention graph, which tells you how long in the video the viewers are watching for, and until when as well. Then of course the other important metrics, and for an educational creator like myself, that would be the amount of people that are going into whatever link you have in your description to sign up for your newsletter, and then the amount of calls you get booked if you're doing some kind of one-on-one consulting / coaching. And beyond that, I wouldn't overthink it so much. Just get your first 10 videos out as soon as possible, then figure out what to do afterwards. If you want help implementing all of this, be sure to click the link in the description to book a call with me. Otherwise, click here to check out another video. See ya.